Wednesday. Being on a Wednesday, we want to talk about politics and governance. So today we are taking the route of governance. We are the Kenyan citizen, and always Kenya is our business. Yeah, right? Yeah, so thank you very much and welcome to Gura Gura Podcast. As obvious, I'm your host, Luta Conchela Amy, and yeah, let's move. Today I would like us to talk about something called public participation. Yeah, we have a government institution that is called Public Service Commission. But again, the Constitution speaks about public participation. What is public participation? To my understanding, public participation is basically giving the people the power to participate in each and every activities that the country hold, either nationally or at country level or even at constituency level or ward level. As long as it's something that involves the government, yeah, you got a right to participate in it. But now, is the Kenyan, are we Kenyans having a full public participation in this particular government? This comes with challenges. Why are we not participating fully? Because number one, we the people, our expectation is always that whenever you participate in any government event, in any let me say government event, whether it's an MCA that has organized 1, 2, 3 some community work there, and or it's an MP that has organized some community work and all that, we the people, the citizens, will always expect a token. And sometimes whatever was budgeted for that particular event, let me say an event, because it could be cleaning or maybe any of the community just work, yeah, because being a leader is also service. Yeah, be a leader in service. So when they come with this service, when they come with the approach of service, yeah, it's challenging, because whenever we turn out, we expect some token, or rather to carry something, or rather some money back home, which poses a challenge, because whatever could have been budgeted for, maybe it's just a bottle of water or a bottle of soda or just lunch in form of food, not cash. You see, so those are some of the challenges that affect public participation. I can attest to that. But again, what does the Constitution say? The Constitution of Kenya fully allows us to participate in any government event. You see, as long as it is organized by the county government, as long as it is organized by your area MP, as long as it is organized by the national government, whatever, as long as it includes the government, always find room to participate. This is Kenya, and Kenya is our business, and that is the only way that we can grow our personal economy, yeah, our earnings and all that. But the main thing is we are growing our country. You see, if right now niko Kilifi, iwapo gavana ataniambia atatoa ujumbe leo kwa tukongamane mali fulani, basi tufanye usafi 1 na 2 pale, itanibidi nimeenda. Nitaangalia tu nina nafasi ama vipi. Nikiwa na nafasi, basi haina haja nikae pale nyumbani, sivyo? Nitaenda. Kwa hivyo let's embrace this, that whenever there is any government call, we are there to work together with our government to grow our country, to grow our economy. This is our environment, and we must always keep our environment in a very conducive way that is very accommodating, right? Yeah, so the Public Service Commission is the one that monitors the one that monitors, and it's like the development of a HR. It's the HR of almost everything in Kenya. It's the one that monitors all the government institutions, right? So whenever we are called to participate, yeah, if there are challenges here and there, the Public Service Commission will always be there. You see, so I think as a country, we need to up our game when it comes to participating. If there is a call, what are some of the challenges when we talk about the finance bill? let me take you back a bit. When we talk about the finance bill, we public participation was required for us to check on the budget, on the finance bill before it is passed and signed finally in the parliament. But due to inadequate public participation, you see, probably it could have been because what was in that finance bill was not fitting, or rather the citizens, we the public, were not seeing the importance of most of the things that were there. You see, the raising of taxes and all that, and already people are complaining about the economy being so tough. I think that is one of the things that maybe we might have declined about the finance bill. But this is what I would love us to do. If it pleases you, yeah, say the idea is nice, and yes, the government can implement it. If it is not, if you don't sit right with it, simply tell them the idea feels great, but I'm not sitting right with it because of 1, 2, 3. You see, after all, you have the freedom of expression. You can express yourself apart from picketing and demonstrations and all that, yes, which are also constitutionally very right, you see. But expressing yourself in a manner that someone can also get you is there. Because again, as we are doing the public participation, maybe concerning the finance bill and any other thing, there is always collection of feedback. Whoever comes to do that, they must collect feedback and go with it. You see, it's like marketing. I come to you with a new product. If it pleases you, you'll say, yeah, the idea is great. I want to try it. But if you don't sit right with it, you'll be like, nashukuyi, I'm not going for it. You see, so it's allowed. You can express yourself. Ukiona taxes zimekuwa nyingi sana, you are like, these taxes, no. You see, if what I can insist on is, if you don't sit right with that particular idea that the government is bringing about, you are also free to express yourself, because the government also sits to wait for feedback from you before implementing anything. Yeah, and because we are the ones who are going to be affected or in one way or the other, we should always speak up. Yeah, don't sit with something that can hinder you. And that is why we are saying always participate in any public event. Whenever there is any public call, please avail yourself and be there. Yeah, because some of these places, this is where breakthrough will meet. It's not a must you're paid or given a token and all that, but you can meet someone who can be your destiny connector, right? Yeah, you could meet someone who can tell you, let me take for instance, the CS for Education was telling us, graduates, you finish, find something to do so that you can create employment opportunities, right? But take an instance where you've always gotten a chance to participate in these public events and all that, these public calls that the government calls on us to do 1, 2, 3. In one way or the other, you might have talked or met someone who can help you in one way or the other. And yeah, you walk a journey with these people, and that's how you get to grow. And that is how, what nasema kutoka block? Yeah, that is the way utatoka block, right? So why is the turnout always low? I think ideally, because we the public so much believe in the token, so someone will be like, vitu za government utapokea tu kama uko na connection. You see, utakosa connection, na hiyo connection hiyo utapata tu kama uko na connection. How are you going to get that connection? Ama au when you wako na connection, how did they get it? How did they get their connection? Just through the same public participating. So if you are looking for connection, yule atakayesema vitu za government ni kutafuta kama uko na connection, the only way kupata connection ni vipi? You come out, turn out whenever there are these public events. Slowly by slowly, you get to meet people, you get to interact, meet and greet here and there. You see, and that is the way you get to, sorry, you get to meet people, and that is the way the connection that you're talking about gets to come, right? So that when the next event, or rather the next public call comes, you are also amongst the people, the few people with a connection, you see. But with that connection, what are you going to do with it? That is where the challenge comes in. Are you so self-centered, or you are so open to share it with us, with the public, so that everyone gets to participate in it? Yeah. And I also think that we the people, we hardly believe in our government. Does it mean that the government has become so much of we've lost so much trust in our leaders that whenever they ask us to do something, we find it so hard. We see it as some games being played on us. Have we lost trust on the people we call our leaders? Because again, for one to be your leader, I think trust is one of the things, because this is the person that will speak on your behalf. These are the people that speak on our behalf. Yeah? These are the people that we can tell, by the way, we need 1, 2, 3, and they're the one to represent us. They are the one to amplify our voice to the national government, or rather anywhere else. You see, they are the only ones again who can defend us when it comes other way around. You see, so could it be because we've lost trust in them, in our leaders, that we don't turn out? You see, if it's about losing trust, why don't we go to, why don't we, yeah, why don't you register as a voter in 2027 and choose the leader, or rather elect the leader that you trust best, or rather the leader that you believe in, the leader that you can confide in? You see, yeah. So if it's challenges with trust, I think we can opt for, yeah. Watu wangu Gen Z, hakikisha umeregister as a voter for the coming elections 2027, right? And ensure that you turn out for that particular election, yeah, so that we can, yeah, some things can only be done away with by elections. That's why there are elections after every 5 years, and the idea was so great. You see, if you feel like your leader is not performing and you've lost trust in this person, you see, you have the right to elect another person, right? So let's walk this journey together. Let's always avail ourselves to the public as we participate. We are the public. Let's build trust with our leaders, in that if they come up with projects, yeah, and you know, there are always these project calls from our leaders. Yeah, currently Kilifi, we are working on the Kilifi Rising Star. The Kilifi Rising Star is basically on building the talent of our youths who can sing, can rap, can do spoken word, and they feel like they could have somehow been left behind. But the challenge of meeting people on the ground is, uko sure ati county government, uko sure hiyo pesa, hiyo gari itatoka kweli? Because the prizes to be won is a cab that will be for the first winner. Then the first runners up will go with a tuk-tuk. The second runners up will go with a motorbike. We are not giving money. The county government is not giving money, together with Mseto East Africa and Pay It. They're not giving money, but they're giving you an instrument that will help you make money for quite a good time and make great amounts of money, other than, oh, what does it mean for me to give you 100,000? No, for instance, I'm not saying this is ideally the background of the former plan. No, I'm not aware of it, but I'm just seeing the greatness in this idea, where you are given a cab or a tuk-tuk or a motorbike instead of being given money. If it is money, for instance, we say that maybe the winner will get 300,000, the first runners up will get 200,000, and the second runners up or rather the third person will get 100,000. You see, that money won't help you so much. But you're sure that if you get your cab, with your cab in 1 month or 3 months, you'll have made much more than 300,000. Because again, the government together with Mseto East African Pay League, they're going to help you on which way you're going to use this particular gadget to earn your money. You see, so it's such a great idea. But the challenge is, we are going to the public, we are going to the residents of Kilifi, and they still have a challenge of trust. I think I can go back to trust. It's like, where are you sure? Are you very sure that these are the prizes to be won? For sure, they are the prizes to be won. You see, Mseto East Africa is a very big media show, and together with the county government of Kilifi, our youths, our young growing stars, when it comes to singing, rapping, and spoken word, you're not forgotten. Let's walk this journey together. So my final word is, whenever there is a call, I've seen the governor from Mombasa has called on a public ID registration that will happen next year in May across all the sub-counties. You see, for that particular opportunity, do not waste it. If you lost your ID, if you have never taken an ID and all that, that is the best time. Because at that particular moment, or rather at that particular time, you get to interact also with your leaders and you get to know whom they are. So I think we should turn out always. My final word to us as the public and as the citizens of Kenya, we should turn out always for these events, or rather these calls that are made by our leaders. Because on those particular grounds, we get to meet them, we get to talk with them, we get to chart the way forward and speak about our constituency, our life, and all that. So if we are talking about connection, those are also this very same place. Don't say that so and so is so much close to the governor, or rather to the MP and all that. How did they get that close? Just through meeting them in those public events. You see. So let's get the idea great. Let's work together. Let's turn out in all the public events. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching us, and thank you for being with us. Let me get your comments concerning public participation and all that, and we'll get back to discuss further concerning this particular thing that affects us as the people of Kenya. So thank you once again. Have a great Wednesday. And I have been your host, Luta Conchela Amy. Great to see you next time.